Hello, you bunch of sexy toasters, and welcome to Strangeplay. My name's Rik.
My name's Simon.
And this is our news recap for Sunday the 26th of August. Now, for those of you who are new here, what we do on this show is each and every Sunday we go over the 4 biggest gaming news stories of the past week, give you the facts, and then share our opinions. And like last week, we're only doing 3 because it's been Gamescom this week. All the news that's coming out is just trailers and there's not really a lot to show. Elliot went to Gamescom, so when he gets back, I'm hoping to sit down and do a proper discussion with him about what he saw and what he played. So for this week, we're going to do 3 again.
Yeah, these 3 stories, though, they are a triple threat of shit. So you've got that to look forward to.
It is a load of bollocks. And our first story comes from Eurogamer, and that is Twitch is pulling ad-free viewing from Twitch Prime, and people are rightly pissed off.
They are.
So, Twitch Prime costs £8 a month or £79 a year, and on top of channel subs offers a load of crap. People aren't really bothered about, like in-game skins, free games, all that crap. But the main reason people are getting a Prime account was ad-free viewing. Now, in a recent blog post, Twitch went on to say that universal ad-free viewing would no longer be a part of Twitch Prime. The cut-off date for this decision will be the 14th of September, after which time you will no longer be able to get the ad-free version of Twitch on your Twitch Prime account. If you already have Twitch Prime, ad-free viewing will continue for the duration of the current sub, which means you could possibly go right up to October next year if you buy in at the last moment. So why no ad-free viewing for Prime? Twitch Turbo is the answer. Twitch users have understandably lashed out at Twitch's parent company, labelling them greedy bastards. Twitch said it added advertising to Twitch Prime to help streamers. Advertising is an important source of support for the creators who make Twitch possible. This change will strengthen and expand the advertising opportunity for creators so they can get more support from their viewers for doing what they love. We want Twitch to remain a place where anyone can enjoy one-of-a-kind interactive entertainment, and ads allow us to continue making Twitch the best place for creators to build communities around the things they love and make money doing it. Former Twitch VP Justin Wong said via Twitter, "Partners don't see any direct benefit from the Twitch Prime ad-free removal. There are possibly indirect benefits depending on whether viewers will subscribe to avoid ads. In other words, the benefit and creator shtick is bullshit." The general consensus is that the ad revenue goes toward the top tier of streamers on Twitch, aka the partners at the top of the food chain. If you go to watch a stream of someone that's not in the top bracket and are forced to watch an ad, the cut from that ad doesn't go to the streamer you are watching, but it goes to one of the fat cats at the top of the tree. As a whole, the majority of people streaming on Twitch will be out of the loop when it comes to distributing that sweet, sweet ad revenue. Some streamers have taken the fuck you route and disabled ads for those that are subbed to their stream. For the uninitiated, there is a difference in the way that Twitch handle things. A follow is a way of keeping up with a channel, while a sub is a monthly payment towards the channel that gets you benefits decided by the streamer. To gain access to the sub option, you must meet certain requirements, including stream for 8 hours in the last 30 days, stream for 7 days in 30 days, reach an average of 3 viewers per stream, and grow your audience to 50 followers. While these are not exactly the highest requirements, you still have to pass them, and as a viewer of Twitch myself, there's an unaccountable amount of channels that exist to push adverts onto viewers where only those at the top benefit. And now viewers are going to be bombarded with adverts unless they go for turbo. Taking a punt on any channels is now going to be a trial. It's hard enough to make it on any service, be it Twitch or YouTube, and although this will make the top tier streamers richer if they pull it off, it's more likely to alienate and frustrate those viewers and streamers at the bottom of this pyramid scheme.
Yeah, what a really shitty thing to do to their community.
Guys, bollocks. Just having adverts on a service that you pay for, like, I pay for Spotify. If they started putting adverts on my subscription, I'd cancel it, because what's the fucking point?
Yeah, you're there, you're paying for the convenience and removing the adverts.
Yeah, and if Netflix started giving me adverts for fucking beer and stuff, that'd be fucking stupid. I know Netflix are going to start running ads for different shows, and I ain't got a problem with that because Now TV do it, Amazon do it, but the fact that they're going to be running advertisements for products like YouTube does for shit when you're not paying for it, they are taking the piss. And the fact that the money isn't going to be going to the streamers who the adverts are showing on, that's just destructive for the fucking platform.
See, when I was researching this to put it together, I were looking, and it's like, you see all these big streamers like Gothalion going, oh yeah, this is fantastic. And it's like, well, of course it's fucking fantastic for you, Mr. Gothalion. You're top at fucking tree. What you're doing is essentially shitting on everyone underneath you.
Yeah.
Because they're having to watch adverts and you're taking the money for it. So you can fuck off for a start. I admire you previously, but yeah, you can fucking eat a dick now. My respect for you is the fucking shit pan. When I go to Twitch, I don't watch the big streamers. I'm not interested in watching Ninja. I'm not interested in watching people with thousands of views. I'll go watch someone with 10 viewers or 5 viewers, because they're the people that you sort of talent scouting. You flip from channel to channel, or at least I do. And when I find someone I like, I'll go back and I'll keep going back because it's a good motivator for them. Like, oh, this guy showed up. He must like my thing. And I'm not going to show up if I don't like it.
It's not even talent scouting. Like, I do the same. I'll look at a game that I'm interested in. Like, even one that I've played before. I want to see how someone else is playing it, how someone else is enjoying it. I'll join a couple of streams, say hello. If people are receptive, like if there's like 3 or 4 people in the chat and you say hello and the guy or the girl who's playing says hello back to you, the chat stream starts chatting to you, it's a really nice experience.
It is, yeah.
And that's what I go for.
That's the same that I use.
I'm like you. I don't go for the big streamers. I go for the little ones who are playing the stuff that I'm interested in. And if their community is nice, I'll stick around.
Yeah, I use it as well for games that we're going to be covering. So when we were talking about PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds, I'd go to someone that were playing it and I'd ask them questions. And I'd get the skinny on what were happening. So even though
There's some community feedback.
Yeah, I'm getting community feedback. So when I'm talking, I'm not just talking nonsense. I'm talking from someone's first-hand experience. So I'm not totally separated from it, in other words. And if I have to fucking sit through an advert every single time when I'm flitting through channels, that is just going to knock the fuck out. I don't want fucking Turbo. That's too much. I get it with my Amazon Prime stuff. And I'm fine with that. I just don't want the adverts. I don't want the games. I don't want any of that shit. I don't want the fucking promotions. I just want to be able to flip through and look and cherry pick the stuff that I'm wanting to watch.
Now, when it comes to adverts, I don't mind them. If I'm not paying for a service, so if I'm watching YouTube and an advert comes on, whatever, I don't give a shit. If I'm not giving to someone's Patreon, or even if I am giving to someone's Patreon, it doesn't matter, because if I'm helping someone out by watching an advert, so be it. We're getting this content for free. It doesn't matter.
But yeah, this is the thing. You're not helping the person.
It's not even that. It's the fact that you're paying to see adverts is the problem I have with it.
And you're not paying, the money that you're paying isn't going to the person that you're watching.
You might as well just switch ad blocker on.
Yeah, just ad block everything.
Everyone.
Yeah, fuck them. Or just whitelist. On YouTube, you can whitelist. Some ad blockers let you whitelist certain channels. Just do that. But yeah, fuck, this is a really fucking shitty practice, and come on, Twitch, you set of fucks. Behave.
The thing is, as well, I've been considering going to Twitch, because welcome to another episode of Rik moaning about not having a job. But I've got nothing to do in the day, and I'm playing games, and I'm like, I could start streaming, because it'd help. It'd give me something to do.
Yeah, it's adding something to your regime, yeah?
Yeah, it'd give me someone to talk to. It make me feel more productive about playing a game instead of just talking to the cat while I'm playing a game. And then you see shit like this and you're like, well, is it worth it? Am I just going to get fucked from the beginning?
Well, that's another thing. As a new streamer, you are swimming against the fucking tide, because it's much, much harder. If someone's to sit through fucking adverts to watch you, and they watch you for a couple of minutes and they go, this guy ain't for me, and they switch to another channel, they fucking sit through another advert, and again, this guy, like, I've gone on, are you going to have to get your fucking bleeper out here, Rik, because you know what fucking Twitch is like. I've gone on games, and the first thing I've heard is people say, Hadouken! Or whatever, and it's been like, oh, for fuck's sake. And if I'd have had to sit through a fucking 10-second advert, or a 30-second advert, to see that, and then it's like, well, he can fuck off, or she can fuck off. Like, I don't need to see that stuff. And if they want to fucking start pushing adverts, they're going to have to start cleaning it up. Because I'm not willing to fucking have that stuff. Although I clicked on it, I don't want to see it. Like, come on, this is it. If you want to fucking cream that sweet ad revenue, you're gonna have to start policing it. You fuckers.
Yeah, this is fucked up. Like, we have a subscription, but then if you want no ads, you need another subscription. What's to stop them in a year or two going, now we've got Twitch Extreme because Turbo's getting ads. Fuck them. This is just fucking stupid. They're not helping anyone. They're lining their own pockets, and they're just giving money to the people that don't need it. They're giving support to the people that don't need it.
It's power creep, but on your wallet.
Sort it out, Twitch, you greedy cunts.
Talking about greedy cunts, EA is the news next. So this story comes from Twitter. Sarah E. Needleman, who's a tech reporter for the Wall Street Journal, tweeted the following on August the 14th. The Electronic Arts Chief Design Officer is leaving just 2 months before the launch of a new instalment of one of its biggest franchises. Patrick Soderlund has been with EA for nearly 20 years and worked out of its DICE studio in Stockholm that makes the war-themed video game series. Early this month, Cowan said pre-order sales of Battlefield 5, or Ironfield 5, have been weak. It is due to release in between Activision Blizzard's next Call of Duty game and Take-Two Interactive Software's Red Dead Redemption sequel, both of which Cowan said are showing greater pre-order demand. Cowan says Battlefield could suffer the same fate as EA's Titanfall 2, which was released in between 2 major game launches in 2016 and sold poorly. Now, we mentioned Soderlund jumping ship briefly last week, but there wasn't much information for us to chat about. So this emergence of the tweet from Needleman has lit a fire under Battlefield 5 and EA in the gaming community. The main reason many online are claiming to be the biggest downfall of both Ironfield 5 and Soderlund is this quote from an interview with Game Masutra where he spoke about the inclusion of women in Ironfield 5. This is something that the development team have pushed. Battlefield 5 is a lot about the unseen, the untold, the unplayed. The common perception is that there were no women in World War II. There were a ton of women who fought both in World War II and partook in the war, and I have a 13-year-old daughter that when the trailer came out and she saw all the flack, she asked me, "Dad, why is this happening?" She plays Fortnite and says, "I can be a girl in Fortnite. Why are people so upset about this?" I just said, "You know what? You're right. This is not okay. These people are uneducated and they don't understand that this is a plausible scenario." He goes on to say, "Listen, this is a game, and today's game is gender diverse like it hasn't been ever before. There are a lot of female people who want to play and male players who want to play as a badass woman. We don't take any flack. We stand up for the cause because I think that those people who don't understand it, well, you have 2 choices. Either accept it or don't buy the game. I'm fine with either or. It's just not okay." So it was this particular quote that riled a section of the community up. The being called uneducated and then being told not to buy the game if they didn't like it. That's the thing that's really stoked the fires. So, as it stands, when I wrote this little bit of an article, I went onto Amazon pre-orders and Battlefield was standing at 9th. Currently, as we at time of recording, it's Spider-Man, FIFA PlayStation 4, Red Dead Redemption PlayStation 4, FIFA Champions Edition PlayStation 4, FIFA 19 Xbox One, Super Smash Bros. Ultimate Limited Edition, Shadows of the Tomb Raider at 7, Battlefield at 8, FIFA 19 Championship Edition for Xbox One, and Spyro Trilogy Reignited. So, 2 games have dropped out, which I presumably they're out now. It could be a lot better for Battlefield, but it could also be much worse. For instance, there's no Call of Duty there, and having watched a lot of COD YouTubers researching this, talking about Call of Duty, Black Ops 4, they're not happy either. There's a lot of frustration there. So it could be bad news over there too. And not to say that Black Ops 4 or Battlefield 5 will sell, but I think it's a case of they might underperform their predicted numbers. Back to the Soderlund departure, many are speculating that this statement calling customers uneducated and telling them not to buy the game if they didn't like it. Others have said that EA tried to keep Soderlund from leaving the company by giving him a $20 million bonus after it was noticed by Kotaku the other week. It's really unclear what's happening. Soderlund's made a lot of money for a year. He was apparently responsible for a lot of design decisions when it came to making games to include monetization, so it's easy to see why EA would want to keep him around. Similarly, it's easy to see why Forbes 2012 and 2013's worst company in the world would also want to get off the good ship EA, as he has potentially contributed to sinking the biggest shooter in EA's arsenal for this year maybe. With the inclusion of women and other fantastical decisions that have riled the players that are jonesing for historical accuracy, it's unclear if Soderlund leaving is of his own volition or whether EA have given him his marching orders and are letting him save face by voluntarily leaving. All that is clear is that he's leaving, and it might be a very bad year for EA and Battlefield 5. So, what do you think about this?
I love his comment calling everyone who's bitching about women being in Battlefield 5 uneducated, to be honest. There's no women in World War II. Fuck off. I'm going to absolutely murder this name. But there was a sniper for the Soviets called Lyudmila Palivchenko, and she was known as Lady Death, and she was credited with 309 kills. Yeah? Badass sniper for the Reds. Women were in World War II, and another thing, the character that everyone's bitching about, she's part of the Resistance. Just regular people who took up arms. If you want historical accuracy in your video games, go and play a fucking simulator. Don't play this year's EA thing. Yeah? It's the dumbest excuse, and I completely support him in what he said. If that's the reason that this game's not doing very well, then everyone who's gone, oh, I don't like what he said, I'm not going to buy the game. Fuck it. You know, that's your loss. That really doesn't bother me at all. I think this is fucking stupid. I think the reason that it's not doing as well, in the same way that Call of Duty isn't doing as well, is because these franchises have been run into the fucking ground. We've got one every year for the last 50 years, and they're not the big dogs anymore. People are playing other things, and I think this is just natural. And in the next few years, we're going to see a big drop-off of them.
I just want to sustain your argument by there was a woman, she was in the Russian army, and she bought a tank. I think her husband was killed or something like that, and she bought a tank to go fight on the front lines, which is just, that is fucking badass. But, and this is a big but, there wasn't a lot of women on the front lines, which is what they're sort of suggesting. So, for historical accuracy's sake, people are kind of right, but I think it's a pissy argument.
Yeah, but going, oh, historically accurate? What? So soldiers in World War II had a habit of being shot and then coming back to life 30 seconds later and spawning with their fucking teammates?
Yeah, that's a thing that's like, well, it's a fucking game. Like,
yeah. It's a video game. If you want historical accuracy, watch a documentary. Play a sim. This is not a sim. This is just a dumb, almost arcade shooter where the idea is to go, oh, here's some stuff. We're set in a historical thing. It doesn't have to be accurate. Like, are they going to put in something where everyone gets fucking dysentery for no reason? Are they going to put in a thing where your gun jams for no reason? Or when your teammate all of a sudden loses control and runs off and then gets shot by their own fucking officer? I don't think so. This isn't like... It fucking frustrates me. It's a video game. Stop being fucking man babies. Seriously, it does my fucking head in.
I'll tell you one thing that Soderlund trips himself up on here. The women are already in the game. He's a guy that's a game designer. He's put the women in the game as alongside the men and all the other stuff, and the prosthetic arms and the katanas and all the stuff that people have picked the game apart for, right? And when it's come to it and he's got backlash for it, he's used his daughter saying, well, she wants to play a woman in games, which is understandable. I understand that, right? And they're saying, she says to him, Dad, why is it happening? Right? And he goes on to say, well, these people are uneducated and they don't understand it's a plausible scenario. And because gaming is diverse and people want to play as women, or you've got women that want to play as women and you've got some men that want to play as women, then they're going to stick by the guns. Says we don't take any flack. We stand up for the cause because I think those people who don't understand this, well, you have two choices. Either accept it or don't buy the game. I'm fine with it. Either or, it's just not okay. Right?
Now, you see, the way I interpret that is... women are in the game. his daughter was asking why people are angry that women are in the game. He said because they're uneducated, but we're not going to take them out to make the masses happy. We're going to keep them in, and if people don't want to buy it, fuck them.
Yeah, I mean, that's basically the bottom line. But calling customers, which is what people are, and saying, hey, you're fucking idiots, don't buy the game. Yeah, that's not right. To call your customers fucking idiots, just say, hey, if you don't like it, that's fine. We can understand that. But to attack your customers in that roundabout way is kind of a shitty thing to do.
However, as an independent YouTube channel, we can say, if you're angry at Battlefield 5 because it has women in it, you're a fucking idiot.
Yeah, I don't particularly care if it's got women in it. I've got to be honest. I'd rather it were just historically accurate to a T and not have any of the fucking microtransaction bullshit in it. I think that's more upsetting for me, having all this fucking bullshit in it. The katanas and prosthetic arms and stuff, but fucking whatever, man. I'd rather it just be a good game. And
the bottom line is, head of designer shouldn't have called people who are idiots. Yeah, I'm sorry. I know I went on, but
I know. Like I sort of understand it. It's to be more inclusive, and I don't really mind that. I don't mind it at all.
I just can't be doing with people. It's like the people who had a problem with the fact that the Harlem Hellfighters were in Battlefield 1. There were no black people in World War 1, apart from the fact that there fucking was.
Yeah, that was just fucking stupid. It was fucking stupid.
Like, all these people who were citing historical accuracy probably failed history and have never read a fucking book in their life.
Yeah, the thing is, if Battlefield 5 were present day, you'd still have that same section of fucking people complaining that there were women in it, because those guys are fucking cunts. That's basically the crux of it. It's nothing to do. It's just misogynism. That's it. It's not that it is. Well, it isn't historically inaccurate, but they're gonna fucking complain about the women, even if the game is set in the future, the past, the fucking current day. It don't matter because they just hate women.
Yeah.
It's not the historical or accurate thing. But I think it's a very, very small vocal community that think that. Same as the social justice warrior on the other side is like, oh, we should have this and that. And it's like, well, should we? Does it fucking matter? Just make the game as fucking good as we can get it and enjoy the game.
Anyway, to finish, Bandai Namco ran this shit show off with the announcement that the well-loved character Tira, a character that debuted in Soul Calibur 3 back in 2005, is going to be DLC in Soul Calibur 6. So we pulled this story from Polygon, who have told us that, to add insult to injury, the game isn't out until October and the game's full roster hasn't been announced yet. So this is a combo to the genitals of people wanting in on this game, hoping that their favourite character makes it in and isn't consigned to DLC, or even worse, not showcased at all. Tira will be available as standalone DLC, which can also be bought as part of a season pass, which you can also pre-order if you're a complete fucking mug.
Pre-ordering a season pass for a game that isn't even out. What
announcing DLC characters for a roster for a game that isn't even fucking out. Do you know, this is the same business model as Capcom with Street Fighter 5, and fuck that game as well. This is just disgusting money-grabbing behaviour from a company who are literally just cashing in on the fact that people want this game. How can we rinse the fans of the Soul Calibur games? I know, let's sell half the fucking roster to them, because you know that's how it's going to be like. She's not going to be the only one.
I've been watching this game tentatively from the sidelines thinking, oh man, I haven't played one of these games since Soul Calibur 2, and I fucking love that game. Even though I'm not very good at fighting games, I'm the most unqualified person to talk about fighting games because I just button mash. I've no skill or anything like that. But I've been watching and it's been reigniting that fire within me, watching the trailers as they've been coming out, and this has just gone, whoosh, fucking thrown a bucket of water over, and it's like, nah, thanks. Nah, you can fuck off. What are they fucking thinking? What are they thinking?
I'll tell you what, man. I'm glad that we don't have enough subscribers to monetize these videos, because we wouldn't be getting paid this week.
No, would we fuck? But yeah, this is fucking disgusting. The full roster isn't even out yet, and they're already teasing DLC characters. What the fuck is going on?
Amco, sort your shit out. Twitch, sort your shit out. Battlefield misogynists, sort your shit out. And that is it for this week's news recap. If you'd like to talk to us about any of the stories you mentioned, then please feel free to leave a comment below or talk to us over at Twitter at StrangePlayUK or a Facebook group at facebook.com/StrangePlayUK. You can also join our Discord server, invite, link in the description. However, if you're going to complain to us about Battlefield 5's historical inaccuracy, keep it to yourself. I don't give a shit. Also, if you like this video, like we're doing on this channel, feel free to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and share this video with your friends. It helps us grow as a channel, and we really do appreciate it. But until next week, thank you very much for watching, and we will see you then.
If you want the next episode of Strange Play, you can get Strange Play Turbo. Bye.
There were women in World War II.